vulgarities to describe people in charge. This guy, they just, I guess what they did, they felt that he was part of the unit almost, the way the embeds were during the height of the Iraq War and at the beginning of the Afghanistan action.
When I was in the Navy, Kennedy was the president, and, people badmouth, the president then, and it's just like almost every job you have, you'll badmouth people badmouth program directors, CEO of companies, not openly to them, but, just sort of in the trenches, it's almost like a done deal. We're going to get to some callers here in a minute, but here's the thing with your article. This group is pro-troop, what are they called? Move America Forward.
Move America Forward, right.
Yeah. Now, they say, now that General Mc Chrystal is no longer part of the military chain of command, he's free to expose the mismanagement. The thing is, Jim, and maybe you can correct me, but just because he's not in charge in Afghanistan, the head general, he's still part of the military chain of command, isn't he?
Yeah, he still is. He hasn't resigned from the military. He resigned from his command. And that happens quite often. For example, if you remember George S. Patton, he had a problem saying things that were less than desirable about his superiors. He was very vocal. And, just because he said it's off the record, that doesn't mean it's so. They printed stuff that he said. And he was relieved of his command because of it. Temporarily, anyway.
Right.
But then Eisenhower decided, what's more important, my feelings or winning the war? And he decided winning the war is more important than whatever this guy said about me or said about the president or said about any of his other generals.
Well, and to Eisenhower's credit, even though he was upset with Patton, he did use him to deceive the Germans, on the Normandy invasion, because they were saying, man, this is the #1 general, and where he's at, that's where they're coming from.
Yeah, that was foreign to the Nazis. He slapped a soldier, and they won't let him fight anymore.
Yeah, really, and so. Somebody in the general, I just forgot his name. Am I having a day today or what? McChrystal. Somebody said when we say Biden, in other words, they're saying we mean bite me. That's like slapping a soldier, I guess. But now Paul Stern brought it to my attention that Al Haig, I guess he resigned from the Reagan administration because he was disagreeing with Reagan. And I know that when Clinton was president, he had generals that he never once invited into the Oval Office to even talk to them. So there's always, everybody has their opinion, but I guess, and I know for a fact, when you're in the military, you got to be real careful of expressing your opinion. But you remember Al Haig?
Yeah, sure. He's the one that when Ronald Reagan was shot, by that nut job.
He took over.
Al Haig said, I'm in charge.
Yeah, I'm in charge. Where's my plane? Where's Air Force One? Yeah, and they put the jacket on him, I think. But there's some interesting quotes here that you have in your article. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to get to a call. But one of them is McChrystal's fate, somebody said, Sid Fraines. He's a military intelligence officer. He says, McChrystal's fate has been sealed by a thin-skinned commander-in-chief. I guess he's not worried about being relieved. We're going to continue in just a moment with Jim Corey. Hey, toll-free number, 1-800-336-2225, 800-336-2225.
what's happening this week on the Great American Outdoor Trails Radio Magazine with Jim and Trav.
North American fisherman's host Steve Panaz, aquatic ecologist.